Welcome. You have activated all systems. Deactivation is not an option. The end is where we begin.
Horton's going to fake it to Holmes. He's going to roll out to his right. Misses the tackle, puts it deep.
Oh, look at this.
And complete to number 25.
Aaron
Down
rolling.
to 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown.
There you go.
Pinnacle. All day, all day, all day.
Run, Brian, run.
Oh, there it is, there it is. Seven, 8, and
Move.
There's Gillis Ross.
Oh, my God. Goodness. Wow. One-handed. Incredible.
That is one of the greatest catches I've ever seen.
Great. Welcome, Pinnacle football fans, here in the friendly confines of Pioneer Stadium in North Scottsdale. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the home opener against Tolleson High School. Tonight is a very special night. We're honoring the men and women of the United States Air Force, Army, Coast Guard, Marine Corps, and the Arizona National Guard. We just announced a few distinguished members today that are in attendance here that are veterans, and it's a very proud moment. We're going to be doing Old Glory and the national anthem here shortly. But I want you folks at home that are watching on the YouTube channel to make special note here. Tonight, as the players enter the stadium, you're going to notice they're wearing special uniforms that represent the United States Marine Corps. You'll notice the blue pants with the red stripe down. Each year, Pinnacle picks a different branch of the military to honor. This year, it's the Marines. And as they enter the stadium, they'll be carrying the flags representing each branch of the armed forces. And we honor those who put their lives on the line to protect our country, as well as memorialize those who have lost their lives in the line of duty. And I wanted to take a quick second to say thank you to my father, who was a Marine, and he's not with us anymore, but it's proud to have my dad by my side when he was here. I also want to thank my brother-in-law, Rick, for his service as an Army soldier. Very much thank you. So let's get ready to go. With me tonight, I've got Addie on the other mic. Addie, say hello.
Hey, guys.
And there she is. And she's going to be helping us out with the broadcast tonight because we're going to be having so much darn fun. Also, we want to tell you we've got a lot of sponsors this year, and we're going to get to every single one of them tonight. But I wanted to take a minute and say a special thank you to every single sponsor for what you do for this Pinnacle program. It's behind the scenes what you do and your support that makes all of this possible, like uniforms. And you folks, we're looking at a brand new football field this year. The turf was replaced, and we're actually going to see the first game played on the new field tonight in the friendly confines of Pioneer Stadium, just north of 101 in North Scottsdale. Addie, a few words from you on anything?
I just want to thank, again, our sponsors. I'm a student here at Pinnacle, and we would not be able to do what we do for Pinnacle without you guys, so thank you.
Yeah. So I'm anxious, Addie, to see how we do tonight after a game up in Northern Arizona University at the Lumberjack Stadium this past Friday night, 1 week ago today. We played a team called Arborview from Nevada, and they were the third-ranked team. And the game wasn't pretty. In fact, it was a little sloppy, but it's a W for us. We came out with a win of the 19-9 score. And I'm sure the coaching staff, offense, defense, and the head coach of the Pinnacle Pioneers had a lot of things to do this week, a lot of work to catch up on. And a lot of areas of focus. So I think we're going to see a cleaner game tonight. My co-host last week, Todd Acor, we counted, and I believe Guinness is reviewing our stats to see if we set a world record for most penalty flags in a high school game.
I was there. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, but hopefully tonight is a much cleaner game, and we just enjoy this sport of football. I also want to take a minute before we get going to thank people like Amy Seitz, who's downstairs working on production, and the king of production, Karl Marx, of which I was telling Addie before the broadcast started, Karl probably puts in 30 or 40 hours a week on this job, much less his real job. And he's the guy that no one knows is doing what he's doing, but we want to make him known because none of this would be possible without the man, Karl Marx, and Amy Seitz, who's going to kind of maybe follow in his footsteps soon. She's a production manager in training, and she's doing a fine job as well.
Thank you, Carl, and thank you, Amy.
Okay, so the Tolleson team is now entering the field of play. They'll be dressed in white for you folks watching at home. The Pioneer football team will be in blue pants with a red stripe, as we said, to honor the Marine Corps this year. That's the branch of service they'll be honoring. And they'll be wearing dark blue shirts with gold numbers on them. So I got to tell you again, since my father was a Marine, it sure is nice to see this going on here. And I'm glad this high school, and I hope every high school in this great nation does something like this to honor our armed forces. So, Addie, I don't know about you, but up at NAU last week, it wasn't a giant crowd, but we're seeing a lot of students. You can hear them cheering right now as the Pinnacle Pioneer dance team, Spirit Line, and the cheerleaders are on the field.
Yeah, the Pinnacle crazies are really going crazy right now.
Each year, Pinnacle picks a branch of the military to honor.
I'm looking down there at James Neat walking down the sidelines. He's the kicking coach. And James has had a few guys putting a boot into the ball here lately. James is from Australia. Played some rugby down there. He's a large man, very athletic. So it's kind of loud here, folks, and Addie and I can't hardly hear ourselves. We certainly can't talk to each other because it's pretty loud. A large crowd, I'm going to say 40, 50,000 people here at the, no, actually it's probably, I'm going to guess around 3,000 right now.
Yeah,
and it's a lively crowd.
For sure, for sure.
You can hear Phil Collins over the public address system talking about something in the air tonight. All right, the Pinnacle Pioneers are now entering the stadium just beneath the flag. They'll be entering the stadium through the helmet, and you'll notice them carrying each branch of the United States Armed Forces flags in tote. And all of the players are now entering the field again in their uniforms to honor the United States Marine Corps, but every branch of the United States military, the Air Force, the Army, the Coast Guard, the Marines, and the Navy. They've taken a knee at the base of the flag. I'm guessing they're saying a little prayer.
Probably.
Love to see that. The crowd is on their feet. Right now I'm seeing Dominic Polito's Grammy and Papa in the stadium here. They flew all the way in from Seattle to see this game. It's a beautiful sight. Yes, you can hear the crowd lighting up now, Addie.
The crazies are truly showing their love tonight.
Addie, I've got 5 words. Let's get ready to rumble. All right. The Pinnacle Pioneers, the Warriors, have entered the tunnel and the Pioneer helmet, and they'll be coming out on fire in just a moment. I got to tell you, Addie, I don't know if you can feel it, but I'm sure you can. There's a lot of excitement in this stadium right now coming off that big win last week up in northern Arizona.
Yeah, I myself on the edge of my seat, even though I'm standing.
I wish we had a seat.
Yeah.
And here come your Pinnacle Pioneers. Look at those flags, folks. Every branch of the military represented here. Standing next to me, working the camera, is Tom Peltier. His son's out there tonight. He's a 6'4" sophomore weighing in at 270 pounds. I hope we get to see him get some action here tonight.
Hats and helmets. And wave your flags as we welcome the Shadow Mountain ROTC as they will present the flag of the United States of America. Let us show our respect to the America and those who protect us with the singing of our national anthem. Please remain standing as the honor guard retires the flag.
If you're at home, I stand at home as well. The honor guard is entering the field right now with the nation's flag, and we'll be addressing the national anthem over the PA here momentarily. The stadium has gone quiet. Everybody is on their feet. This is a proud moment, not just for Pinnacle Pioneer football, but for this great nation. You can hear the students shouting USA. I don't know about you, Addie, but I get a little choked up every time I hear our national anthem.
So do I, sir.
The referee and the umpire, the men in black and white, have now entered the center of the field. They're calling the team captains out to the center of the field now, where we'll do the customary coin toss.
From the AAA tonight are as follows. Our back judge is Howard.
Those of you folks at home, you probably are used to this, but this coin toss will determine who gets the opening kickoff and who defers to the second half, and they'll also pick which goal they're defending with the coin toss here.
Yes, we have number 52. Sorry. We have number 52, who is Crush Sowers.
Crush Sowers. Number 15, Wyatt Horton.
Number 15, Wyatt Horton.
Number 12, Spencer Halverson.
Number 12, Spencer Halverson.
And number 21, Dylan Frick.
And we have number 21, Dylan Frick.
Those are your Pioneer team captains tonight, and all leaders of this team in their own right.
Giselle Gomez.
We just now struck the top of the hour at 7 p.m., so a lot of folks may not have tuned in for the pre-broadcast, but we're live now from the friendly confines of Pioneer Stadium for the first game, the Pinnacle home opener against the Tolleson team, coming a little drive to get here. They're just about to do the coin toss, and we're going to find out who's going to receive and who's going to wait till the second half.
The crowd goes wild as the Pinnacle Spirit Line enters the stadium.
Tolleson's going to receive to start the game this evening. And they will be defending the north end of the end zone, the north end of the field.
I believe the Pioneers will be defending the north end of the field.
All of our sponsors tonight for Pinnacle Football are listed on the pinnaclefootball.com website under sponsors. For your convenience, you can click on their logo and it will take you
All right,
directly to
Addie,
their website.
we're going to go into a little bit of war here now.
Our boys can take it.
Refrigeration and air conditioning.
Darn right they
You
can.
will remember, and a name you can trust.
Tolleson drives all the way here from the west side of Phoenix and Glendale. Now, the Pinnacle Pioneers won the coin toss, which means they've elected to kick off. Now, what that means is they'll be receiving the ball on the opening kickoff of the second half. Lined up, addressing the ball. There's your kick. It's deep. It's going to be fielded by Tolleson at the 4-yard line. He's to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30-yard line, where he's brought down by a swarm of Pioneers. The Tolleson team is known as the Wolverines, and the Wolverines are in the house. But Pinnacle now sends in their starting defense, awaiting the arrival of the Tolleson Wolverine offense. And here they come.
The Wolverines might be in the house tonight, but this is our house.
Absolutely, and we will do everything to defend this house. All right, the Tolleson quarterback setting up out of the shotgun, which most of the high schools now, nobody really goes under center. He's got one back behind him. I don't know if it'll be a pass play for a block or whether he's going to hand off. My guess is he'll open up with a handoff, Addy. We've got 4 down linemen for Pinnacle. We've got a host of linebackers in the center and all of our defensive backs. No, he's throwing. Dean Vincent makes himself felt from the beginning of the game. That's Dirty Dean Vincent right now. First play of the game, first sack of the game. Now, Addy, I said it last week. I said it all week. I don't know what's going on, but these high schools better be watching film on Dean Vincent, because he had 5 sacks last week, and he had 3 solo tackles for losses. So this kid has to be on film. He's right now the number 14th ranked linebacker in the nation.
Yeah, I heard that he was rated the best player, but the only one from Arizona.
That looked like Spencer Halverson brought him down. I think he might have had some help with Dirty Dean. But actually, let me correct myself there. If I'm not mistaken, that looks like it was Jack Franklin on the tackle. All right, the Tolleson Wolverines set up again. They've got the quarterback out of the shotgun. We've got 3 linebackers, 3 down linemen, and we've got 5 defensive backs ready. Here's the drop back. Here's the throw. He threw it up for grabs, and it was out of bounds, not even catchable. That's going to bring up 4th down. Addy, it's 4th down and 20. Tolleson will be punting to the Pinnacle Pinnacle Pioneers. That was a great opening series right now. Pinnacle, not only did they not give up a single yard, but they took Tolleson backwards for 8 yards. So it's a great way to start the game, Addie.
Good job, boys.
All right. Back to receive. It looks like we're going to have Dylan Frick by himself standing at his own 45-yard line. The ball almost over his head. Here's the kick. It's going to bounce, and Tolleson downs it at their own 45-yard line. It was a low kick. You could see that it wasn't necessarily an exceptional kick, but maybe a little jitters for the Wolverines right now as they get the game started, especially coming into Pioneer Stadium with all these fans cheering. The Pinnacle offense will set up shop from the Wolverine 45-yard line. Wyatt Horton and company right now in there. At running back, we're likely to see Miles Stepney. We're going to see probably, yep, we've got it. We've got Josh Pinder, wide receiver in the near side. Wyatt Horton out of the shotgun with one back behind him. Here comes the snap. It's a handoff, and that goes to number 3, and that is Mason Hughes. He goes to the right side following a block, and he gets about 9 yards on that first down run, the first down scamper, we'll call it.
Tackle Carson Lewis for Tolleson.
All right, Mason Hughes, the lone setback, looks like again. And again, we've got Pinder wide to the left here. We've got Jace Pena lined up in the slot with Charlie Tabor and Keenan Johnson at the top of your screen here. Here comes the snap out of the shotgun for Wyatt Horton. I think he's going to take a shot here. Dancing a little bit. He just shakes a defender. He's got a wide open man and just overthrew Mason Hughes out of the backfield. He had a little pressure on him, Addie, so I know that's tough when you got 270-pound defenders and defensive ends breathing down your neck.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Wyatt will take a couple snaps and then he'll settle in, and I think he's going to light up the Wolverines tonight. If there's some Wolverines listening, we appreciate it, and send in your comments, send in your questions. We look forward to it. Again, Mason Hughes, the lone setback. Wyatt Horton working out of the shotgun. We've got Pinder, Pena, and Tabor in the near side, and we've got Keenan Johnson in the far. There's your pass right over the middle to Mac Richards. Mac Richards catches the ball, picks up what looks like about a 20-yard pickup. They're going to be down now at the 17-yard line of the Wolverines. Mac Richards, great catch. It was a little high. Nice delivery by Wyatt Horton. All right. Once again, we have Jace Pena at the top of your screen here, and down below here we've got Mac Richards. Wyatt Horton sets up in the shotgun. He fakes the handoff to Hughes. He keeps it himself. He's going to the right sideline. He's down to the 5. Tackled just inside the out of bounds at the 5-yard line, where it's going to bring up a first down and 10 at the Tolleson Wolverine 5-yard line. So Addie, this drive right now with that one incomplete pass, with that only exception, this has been virtually flawless for the Pinnacle Pioneers. It looks clean so far, and I'd be surprised if we didn't walk away with 7 after this.
I wouldn't be either.
Well, Addie, I got to say this. The stands have grown from what we thought was about 3,000 people to it looks like about 5,000 crazy Pinnacle Pioneer fans here. The stands are almost completely full. We're going to have standing room only here in a few minutes. But listen, you go to the state game and you play in your first state championship in the history of the school, the next year is bound to be people looking for an encore presentation.
It's a tough act to follow, but we can do it.
I think it is going to be tough, but I think we are going to one-up it from last year.
Me too.
Wyatt Horton working out of the shotgun again. Mason Hughes behind him. We've got triple wide receivers to the right, one to the left, which looks like Keenan Johnson. Here comes the snap. It's a handoff to Mason Hughes. Mason Hughes down to the 5, down to the 3-yard line. Well, I made a mistake last time. They didn't quite get the first down, but they got it now. It's going to be first and goal at the Wolverine 3-yard line. Mason Hughes last week, Addie, he has been very impressive. He's got quick feet, he's got good cuts and good turns, and he showed his stuff right there. I would be very surprised if Wyatt did not hand the ball off to Mason Hughes right now, or fake to Mason Hughes and run it himself. He's working out of the shotgun. Mason Hughes behind him. Here's the snap. Hand off to Mason Hughes up the middle. No, Wyatt keeps it, and he burrows over the defender, and he's in for a touchdown.
Go Wyatt. Nice work.
Very,
Wild.
that was a nifty little run.
Yes, it was.
We've got 7 minutes and 59 seconds, so basically 8 minutes left in the first quarter, Addie, and the Pinnacle Pioneers are an extra point away from going up 7-0 on their first possession. I'm seeing Cade Majora walking around the sideline down there like he is fired up. He's going to look at some film right now so he can prepare for the next series. There was a perfect kick by Cooper King. Tacks on the extra point. Your Pinnacle Pioneers now go up with a score of 7-0 with one tick under 8 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Any predictions, Addie?
I would say we're going to win, but I might be a little bit biased.
That's a bold prediction, Addie. That's a bold prediction. I heard FanDuel and the online betting are putting the Pinnacle Pioneers at a -10. So we're favored by 10 points right now. I'm making this all up because they don't do this for high school, but it sure makes the game more exciting when you're on the air with these folks listening at home.
Yes, it does.
Cooper King lining up at his own 40-yard line now, teeing the ball up, getting ready to kick. Boy, those Pioneers sure do look good in those Marine uniforms. Here comes your kick. Cooper King is going to kick that out of the end zone. All the way through.
Nice kick by number 33, Cooper King. That one goes through the back of the end zone.
So, the Tolleson Wolverines, Addie, are going to get a second chance at life here. I'd like to see a good game, but I don't mind the Pioneers beating up on people once in a while either.
Yeah. Adds a little bit of drama.
So Dean Vincent's lined up on the left side. They've really got to have to account for him. Jack Franklin alongside of him over there. On the other side, we've got Hayden Franklin. There's a short pass in the flat, and he's brought down quickly at the 21-yard line by Cooper King. A great open field tackle, and only allowing the Wolverines to gain 1 yard on the play. Ian Garcia set up on the right side of the field with Hayden Franklin. Here's the pass to the right side, shifting to the right side of the field, tackled at about the 28-yard line by Cooper King again. And it looks like also in on that tackle was Ethan Lanise. Wolverines going with a no-huddle, hurry-up offense, trying to catch the Pioneers sleeping. They've got a 3rd down and 1 yard line. 4 down linemen for the Pinnacle Pioneers. They've got 3 linebackers, an inside, outside, and a left and right, and a middle linebacker. And then we've got 4 defensive backs. Here comes the snap out of the shotgun for Tolleson. Quick handoff. He's met at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards, Addie. He's going to lose about 3 yards there. It's going to bring up 4th down for the Tolleson Wolverines, and it's not going to be a difficult decision. They're going to have to punt. They're too deep in their own end zone, in their own territory. All right, the punting unit on for the Wolverines. He's awaiting the snap. Back to field it.
And they punt.
We have Dylan Frick.
Intercepted.
Dylan Frick has the ball. He broke a tackle at the 45. He's down to the 37-yard line of the Tolleson Wolverines. I blinked an eye, Addie, and the ball was gone.
It happens to the best of us.
That was a nice little return there by Dylan. All right, Tolleson coming out on the field to take defense. Here comes your Pinnacle Pioneer offense. And I think, honestly, if I'm Coach Zupke, I'm going to take Jace Pena, or I'm going to take number 14, Josh Pinder, and I'm going to look at the left side of the field, possibly the top of the screen. I think that's Keenan Johnson. Nope. And Wyatt rolls out. It's a long pass to the end zone. Pinder is open. Caught for oh, wow. He had it in his hands, and he dropped it. That was... So, I'm going to clap. I got to applaud Coach Zupke for taking a stab right there. Everything was set perfect. Pinder had his man beat. Wyatt laid out a perfect pass. And Pinder must have just taken his eye off the ball for just a minute, a split second, had it in his hands, and then it bobbled out. So in the near ground, we've got, you can't see it, we've got number 88, which is Charlie Tabor, but he's throwing to the right, and he hits number 8, and that's Mac Richards. He's about very close to the first down marker. Mac Richard, I got to tell you, last week, Addie, he really showed us some great hands, some good catches. And we expect nothing less this week.
It was
All
quite
right.
impressive to see last week.
Mac Richards is going to be a big target this year, along with Pinder and Pena. Pinder and Pena lined up on the left, Mac Richards on the right, Mason Hughes in the backfield, Wyatt Horton out of the shotgun. We've got the referees, and there's a timeout for the Wolverines. You know what? Why we've got a timeout, I want to take a minute here, and I want to say thank you to all of our sponsors from Pinnacle Pioneer Football. They're all on the website under the sponsors section. For your convenience, you can go on there, you can pick one out, you can click on the logo. It'll take you directly to their website if you want further information. And I got to tell you, Addie, the weather out here is nice. It's almost like somebody turned on a refrigerator. Speaking of refrigerators, how about Forbes Refrigeration and Air Conditioning? Forbes Refrigeration and Air Conditioning is a name you will remember and a name you can trust. They've done us a solid here tonight, and they've turned on the AC, so we're not sweating up here in the box tonight, Eddie.
I appreciate that.
I also want to say thank you to proud Pinnacle sponsor United Rentals. You're building the future, and they're here to help. That's United Rentals, Pioneer Football sponsor. All right, Pioneers are lined up again. We've got Pena and Pinder on the left side of the field, Mac Richards on the right. You know what? We've got the jumbo package in, protecting Wyatt Horton. I see Michael Leffenberger. I can see his number on there. I also see the big man, number 75. That's Reese Marks. He's standing tall. Wyatt is now, it looks like he might have changed the play at the line of scrimmage, Eddie. Here comes out of the shotgun. Here's your snap. It's a handoff to Mason Hughes. Mason Hughes is hit at the line, shakes it, shakes another tackle, and he's carried down by the third tackler, where he's going to get another first down.
Number 3, the ball carrier. Tackle made by Moreno, number 7.
The Tolleson Wolverine Moreno made the tackle on that play. So, Addie, we've got a little over 5 minutes to play here. Most of the time in this situation, when you feel confident, and if I'm feeling confident, I know the coaching staff of the Pinnacle Pioneers are feeling confident. They're probably going to run the ball quite a bit now, just to suck the air out of the clock, to not leave the Wolverines much to deal with. Here we go again. We've got Mac Richards and Keenan Johnson in the near side of the field. There's your snap. Wyatt keeps it. He rolls to his left. He pitches to Jace Pena, and Jace Pena's brought down at the 14-yard line. A pickup of about 3 or 4 yards. Addie, I got to tell you, we're going to expect great things from Jace Pena this year. That right there was a nice little quarterback option where he pitched out to him. But I watched Jace Pena play in the sevens tournaments all summer long, and he caught 2-3 touchdowns every single game. Got great hands and good moves. Looking forward to that. Mac Richards close to us. We've got Pena and Pinder in the upper part of the field. Here's your snap. Mason Hughes gets a screen, and he's at the 10, the 5, down to the 2-yard line. A nice little screen. Wyatt Horton dumped off to Mason Hughes there. We're now going to have 1st and goal at the 2-yard line, Addie.
Only
2
4
yards.
minutes left on the clock.
Yep, a measly 4 minutes. All right, Mac Richards on the near side of the field. We've got Pinder and Pena at the top of the field. Spencer Halverson's off the line in the tight end position. We got Mason Hughes in the back line. It's a handoff to Mason. It's got to be. There's your handoff, and he's in for the touchdown. So, ball control.
The score is now 13-0.
So, yeah, Addie, I got to tell you, this Wolverine football team that came here from Tolleson is going to get pretty tired pretty quick because they've spent most of this first quarter. There's 3.5 minutes left, and they've spent almost the entire time on the field.
Offsides on Tolleson.
All right, the Pioneers are getting ready to set up for the extra point. Cooper King is going to try to tack on one more, make it a even 14 points.
I believe in him.
If I'm not mistaken, Mac Richards is the holder here. We're lined up in what I call the victory formation, but it's the extra point formation. There's your kick. It's up, and it's good. The Pinnacle Pioneers now, with 3.5 minutes remaining in this first quarter, are Addie, really, it's a commanding lead. It's commanding lead. You know what I believe is going to happen is, as we get to the third quarter and the latter part of the third quarter, we're going to see a lot of players that aren't starters get themselves into the game and give a chance to show what they got. You got Ram Jam over the PA, Black Betty. All right, the Pinnacle Pioneers are lined up in kickoff formation. Everybody's on the field. The Wolverines are lined up as well to receive. Cooper King, there must have been some sort of penalty. Yes, there was an encroachment penalty on the Tolleson Wolverines. So the ball got moved forward 5 yards. Addie, what that means is it's going to go 5 yards further out of the end zone. Here's Cooper King. Here's the kick. It's a low line drive. I think he tried to kick it through the uprights, and he may have done it. Nice kick, Cooper King. All right, Pinnacle Pioneer defense is going to get a chance to take the field again here. We got the defensive end, Jack Franklin. Nose tackle is Ian Garcia. Hayden Franklin is in there as well, number 55. Dean Vincent, forced to be reckoned with, number 6. Typically on the left side of the field. We've got the 4 defensive backs back there as well. It's Dominic Polito, Dylan Frick, Spencer Halverson. He's either going to be defensive back or he's going to be in at linebacker. Looks like he's going to be starting at linebacker right now. And then Parker Glenn is our cornerback tonight. And Parker Glenn doing a great job and earned himself the starting role. Darn fine job, Parker Glenn. All right. Got something going on here. The referees. The Tolleson Wolverines just called another timeout. Addie, I think they're just prolonging the obvious. But while they're doing that, let's talk about the Kimberly Lowe Group. The Kimberly Lowe Group is certified luxury marketing specialist in residential real estate in Scottsdale and in North Phoenix. They're your local neighborhood real estate experts. That's the Kimberly Lowe Group.
I think we'd be remiss if we didn't also talk about Mint Condition for all your health and wellness needs, including sports-specific personal training, massage therapy, sports chiropractic, and more. Check out Mint Conditioning at studio.com.
Thank you for that, Addie. All right, the Zebras, the referees right now, getting the field organized again after that second timeout taken by Tolleson. That'll leave them one remaining in this first half. The Pinnacle Pioneers maintain all three of their timeouts. They have not taken anything at this point. And here we go. I think Jack Franklin, I think they're going to run the ball to his side. The ball's bobbled a little bit. There's a quick pass out to the side, and it's broken up rather quickly. That was broken up by number 20, Xavier Sanders. Xavier Sanders, incidentally, had a nice little interception last weekend up in northern Arizona at NAU Stadium against the Arborview Aggies. So nice job, Xavier. All right, the Tolleson Wolverines working out of the shotgun again. I'm guessing that back is there just to block because they need some yardage. Here comes your rush, and there's your pass caught by number 11 and tackled by the legs by Dominic Polito. And over top, looks like it was Spencer Halverson. They are dangerously close to, actually that was Dominic down below and Dean Vincent on top on that tackle. It's a 3rd and 1, Addie. Their best chance at getting a first down is right here, and I think Pinnacle's going to rise to the occasion and stop this thing up. There's your handoff in the middle. He's brought down from behind, very, very close to the first down. I think he got it, actually, if you ask me. Yep, the referee's waving the sticks up, so the Tolleson Wolverines celebrate their first down of the game with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first quarter.
James
Joparu, number 91, in on the right side at defensive end. Here comes your snap out of the shotgun. He drops back. Dean Vincent. Oh my goodness. The ball was slightly overthrown, just slightly, and it was right in the hands of Parker Glenn. And I got to tell you, I think it was a surprise he wasn't expecting, and it went right through his hands. That ball was so perfectly thrown to our defense and Parker Glenn. I don't know that we could have called that a interception. It would have been more of a completion.
I agree, for sure.
Wolverines a first down.
So there was a penalty on the play, and that's going to move the chains and give the Tolleson Wolverines an automatic first down at their own 45-yard line. On the left side of our field here, we've got Jack Gazier defending, and Jack Gazier just laid out number 10 for the Tolleson Wolverines. The ball was a quick out. It could have been considered a screen, but there was nobody out there to set it up. He no sooner touched the ball, and Jack Gazier laid him out like a driveway. Here comes Tolleson again, working out of a hurry-up offense. Not really a huddle, but the quarterback went to the sideline to get a play. We're lined up. I want to see James Joparu get in there and do some damage right here. He's a wrecking ball. Big kid. And there goes number 22 off the left side. He's brought down by a swarm of Pinnacle tacklers. I know Cooper King was in on that one. I also know that number 21, Dylan Frick, was in there.
And number 12, Halverson on the tackle.
Spencer Halverson also got a hand in on that. All right, here comes the Tolleson Wolverines out of the shotgun. One running back there, I'm guessing, to block. Yes, that's what. And here's your pass over the middle. And again, very close to being picked off. That ball was right in the hands of Jack Gager. So Jack Gager is all over the field tonight. Not only did he light that guy up on that pass he caught on that screen a couple plays ago, but he had a ball that could easily have been picked off. A great play by Jack Gager. I'm seeing the big man on the right side there, Frankie Gleish. There's your ball. The ball was snapped and it was bobbled, and falling on it now is number 27, where it's going to bring up a second. So that was 4th down. So the punt never got away. The Tolleson Wolverines fell on the ball again. The Pioneers are now going to take over possession at the 32-yard line of the Tolleson Wolverines. I see Pinder and Pina and Mac Richards, trip wide receivers to the right. It looks like we've got Keenan Johnson to the bottom of the screen to the left. Mason Hughes in the backfield. Wyatt Horton waiting the snap in the shotgun. He just had Mason Hughes move. It's going to be an inside handoff or it's a whistle by the referees. And we've got another timeout by the Tolleson Wolverines. That's their 3rd timeout, Addie. They won't be calling another one of those the rest of the half. And here we are still in the first quarter.
Maybe they should have used them a bit more wisely. And I just gotta say, this new football field remodel looks great. I remember when Spencer Rattler was playing at the same time as my sister was cheering here, and it didn't nearly look this good. It looks great.
For all your health and wellness needs, including sports-specific personal training, massage therapy, sports chiropractic, and more. Check out MidConditioningStudios.com.
Looks like we've got a few changes in personnel. Tanner Peltier now on the left side in their left guard. Big kid, 270 pounds, 6'4". That's Wyatt's blind side. He's got to love having him and Reese Marks over there protecting him. Here's the snap to Wyatt out of the shotgun. The ball is batted down before he can get it away. That's going to eat up a down. All right, at the bottom of your screen, we've got Keenan Johnson lined up at wide receiver. We've got Pina, Pinder, and Mac Richards at the top of your screen on the right side. Mason Hughes in the back. Coming in motion is Mac Richards. Wyatt out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. Drops back, looking left, throwing left. Ball is caught by Keenan Johnson, and he's down and out at the 10-yard line of the Tolleson Wolverines. Keenan, fast little player, really good on the field, very quick, got some good moves. He was injured virtually all of last season, so I'm really glad to see him back in there, and I have a personal liking for Keenan. I coached him in flag football for many years, and always the fastest kid on the field. I expect great things from him this year. And his grandparents, I know, in Northern California right now are watching this game. All right, here's Wyatt out of the shotgun again. Trip wide receivers to the right, Keenan to the left. There's a handoff to Mason Hughes down under at the 5-yard line, at the 4, and he's in. That's a touchdown, Addie.
Go Pioneers!
All right, Addie, we've got just under a minute left in the first quarter. The Pinnacle Pioneers are now on top, a score of 20-0. Going to get ready, hopefully go up 21-0 with this extra point by Cooper King. And then the Tolleson Wolverines are going to have to find a way to answer this. Here's the snap, it's down, the kick is up and good.
Good job,
21.
Cooper King.
Seconds left in the first.
Well, I got to tell you, Addie, he kicked that ball and it looked like a flyby. Hey, speaking of flyby, Desert Ridge is known for its irresistible Detroit-style square pan, hand-tossed pizza, crispy chicken, and more lip-smacking goodness. This gotta go spot serves up mouth-watering eats guaranteed to satisfy all cravings. Fly into Flyby at Desert Ridge and see for yourself. Flyby, proud sponsor of Pinnacle Pioneer Football. All right, Cooper King lined up again at his own 40-yard line to kick this ball away. Here he goes. There's your kick. It's up, and it is going to go out of the end zone again.
Cooper is quite the impressive kicker.
You know, the Pioneers are building a nice little lead here. You know, speaking of constructing and building, Wilmeg Construction, another proud sponsor of Pioneer Football, exists for people to build their genuine place of purpose, building commercial construction projects in the Valley since 1977. That's Wilmeg Construction. Thank you for your support of the Pinnacle football team and Pioneer Football. All right, the defense is back on the field for the Pioneers, the offense for the Wolverines, working out of the shotgun with one running back. He's got to pass almost every down now, Addy, but he hands off. And that handoff is met with no success. And it looks like we have a fumble, and the Pioneers have got it. That's number 95 that fell on the ball. That's Ian Garcia, came up with a loose ball. So, Addy, just when you thought things couldn't get any worse for the Wolverines, they did.
They indeed did.
And Ian Garcia saw to it that the Pioneers would have another offensive series right now. We've got Pena and Pinder. Now, if I'm coach and I'm Dana Zupke, I'm probably going to go straight to the end zone. I would probably go on a slant with the inside guy, Pena or Mac Richards. We've got 4 wide receivers out there right now. Here's your snap. We've got one back in there. Wyatt drops in, got good protection. There's your pass. He ran a post pattern over the middle to Mac Richards, but the ball hung up there just for a second or two longer than maybe you would hope for, and it gave the defender just a split second to recover and get a hand on that ball. We knew it was coming though, Addy, didn't we?
Yes, we did. I gotta say, these cheerleaders look fantastic in their new uniforms.
Wyatt Horton back in the shotgun again. 4 wide receivers, 2 left, 2 right. Here's your snap. There's your handoff, straight up the middle. And he's in for what looks like a touchdown. That's Miles Stepney. There's a couple of penalty flags on the field. So Miles did not quite break the plane of the goal line, but we've got at least 2 flags on the field. Waiting to see what this is. I'm going to guess a face mask or holding.
I'm going to try to help him in.
Ah. So the ball comes back 5 yards after that play, Addy. The clock starts again. We're down to 17 seconds. We may get one more playoff before this quarter ends. Wyatt Horton out of the shotgun. Miles Stepney in the backfield. Pena, Pinder, and Mac Richards on the left. Keenan Johnson on the right. Here's your snap. Looks left, throws left, and the ball is tipped but falls incomplete. Jace Pena was the intended receiver. We've got 0.3 of a second left on the clock. The clock did stop, so we're going to have to run one more play before we switch sides of the field, Eddie.
With 3 seconds remaining, I think it's safe to say that the Pioneers have won this section of the game.
Easily. Easily. Mac Richards, Pena, Pinder at the top of your screen. Keenan Johnson lower. Wyatt out of the shotgun. It's an inside handoff. That goes to Miles Stepney. Takes the ball to the 5-yard line where it's going to bring down a 3rd down and goal from the 5. Let's change sides of the field, Eddie. But listen, while they're changing sides of the field, I got to tell you, we had the most beautiful full moon the last 2 nights. I don't see it tonight, but you know what I do see? I see great sponsorship again for the Pioneers by Moon Valley Nurseries. Home of the you buy it, we plant it. For the best trees on earth, go straight to the moon. Visit moonvalleynurseries.com or at any location throughout the valley. That's Moon Valley Nursery. So the Pioneers right now seem to be cleaning up the field with the Tolleson Wolverines. And when it comes to cleaning, we've got Team Clean and Haul as another proud sponsor of Pioneer football. It's family run and operated, waste and recycling services since 2002. That's Team Clean and Haul. Everybody's going to be tired tonight after this game. And you know what? Some of the lucky folks probably are going to head over to another one of our sponsors right here at Desert Ridge. That's JW Marriott at Desert Ridge. Experience every element of luxury and fun at JW Marriott Desert Ridge Resort and Spa. Discover more at jwdesertridge.com. All right, Pioneers back in on offense, 5-yard line, 12 full minutes left on the clock, the beginning of the second quarter. Wyatt Horton in, out of the shotgun again. Behind him, he's got Luke Hoover. There's a fake handoff to Luke. He bootleg, rolls left, throws the ball in. That ball is caught handily by Alan Sukup. Alan Sukup puts us up now on a connection from Wyatt to Sukup, 27-0, awaiting for the extra point. Hey, why we got a second here as they do the extra point, which isn't always the most exciting thing out there. I wanted to talk a little bit about Chula Seafood, who's another proud sponsor of Pinnacle Pioneer Football. I had the pleasure in May of sitting on an airplane with Susie from Chula Seafood. She's mom, okay? And her son, John, and his best friend from grade school, Hogan, run the Chula Seafood up here at Greyhawk. Now, Hogan came over from Fox Restaurants and works alongside of John there at Chula. They have award-winning burritos. They have fresh food, seafood that's flown in from Point Loma, California. And I asked her, I said, how did you come up with Chula? What does that mean? Susie enlightened me and told me that Chula was their friend's dog. He was a big white Labrador Retriever. So that's how they came up with Chula and Seafood. 3 locations, one in Greyhawk, one at Roosevelt, and one in Uptown Plaza. Fresh fish in the desert, fresh market, restaurant, and bar. Located at Hayden and Thompson Peak in Greyhawk. That's Chula Seafood Greyhawk. Well, Addie, what's our score now?
Our score is 28-0. Good job, guys.
Cooper King on to kick again. Here's your kick. It is up and it is out of the end zone again. One bounce and onto the track. So we've got the big men on the defense at J.C. Sandoval. Jack Franklin is in there. He brings some beef in along with things. Hayden Franklin also bringing along some beef. And we've got Ian Garcia. That's a tough 4-man front that's really hard to run on. And they're kind of tall, too. They got a lot of weight behind them, so they can make a nice wall that makes opposing quarterbacks have a difficult time seeing down the field and looking for open targets. But listen, the defensive backs for the Pioneers are outstanding. So even if he does see him, he's probably not going to get the ball there. Out of the shotgun. Wow, that was close. Number 20, Xavier Sanders, had his eyes on the end zone, and he had that ball go right through his hands. Could have had a pick 6 right there.
I gotta say, my dad is currently watching this live from my house, and he says that number 79, Tanner Peltier, is definitely good enough to play for ASU.
Tanner Peltier is a big guy, and he's only a sophomore, so this kid has nowhere to go but through the roof. you know, sometimes you get these kids on the lines that work offense and defense. They're not what you would call sung heroes. I think Tanner Peltier is going to be good. Michael Leffenberger also another big force in there. Here's your snap by Tolleson. He fakes the handoff. Nope, he makes the handoff. He fakes the bootleg. He's tackled behind the line for a loss of about 2.
Jeremiah Uriarte, number 16, is actually quarterback for Tolleson.
It looks like Tolleson might have actually made a change at quarterback, Addy, and I don't blame them. Don't blame them at all. All right, Pinnacle's working out of a 4-down lineman. They're working with 3 linebackers, and they've got 2 safeties and 2 defensive backs. There's a pass in the flat, and there is a pickup of about maybe a yard, and he's brought down by Spencer Halverson.
Halverson, number 12.
All right, Wolverines now working out of the shotgun, 1 back to block. I'm guessing this is going to be a pass. Here's your snap. Big rush coming. He just throws the ball up for grabs to the side of the field. Dominic Polito was there possibly to defend, but it went sailing into the bench of the Wolverines. That's going to bring up a 4th down. That's going to bring up what might be another punt. Maybe they'll bobble this one and we'll fall on it again and then just march right in. Hey, a shout out goes to Liza Deer, my lovely wife at home, who I think is listening and watching this on YouTube. Just got a text from her. She couldn't make it to the game tonight, so hopefully she's enjoying this and hearing her husband's sexy voice over the air. There's your punt from the Tolleson team. It's fielded very handily by number 21, Dylan Frick. Dylan Frick finally brought down by 2 tacklers, and it could be a fumble. I don't know if yes, they're calling it a fumble, and the Wolverines. So, Addy, one bright light for the Wolverines was that. And incidentally, there's a flag on the field. I don't know if it's going to negate this, but that right there is the single longest gaining play for the Wolverines, and it was a fumbled punt. But listen,
That's unfortunate.
take it any way you can get it when you're having a bad night.
Yeah. Anything is better than nothing.
All right, Pinnacle defense still on the field. Out of the shotgun is Tolleson. Here's your snap. Quick pass to the left, a little bubble screen there. Legs are taken out from under him very quickly by Cooper King. That was a gain of about 1 yard. Actually, we're going to give him 2 on that. Gain of 2 yards before Cooper King brought him down. The Pioneers have what looks to be the jumbo package in at the line. 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers. Here's a big rush coming from Dean Vincent. Dean Vincent got a hand on him, but not before he could complete the pass down to the Pioneer 25-yard line. My God, Dean Vincent's in there quick like a McDonald's drive-through. That kid is almost unstoppable.
He's a bright future ahead of him, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Hurry up offense by Tolleson again. Working out of the shotgun. Here's your snap. Inside handoff to number 22. Brought down by Dirty Dean Vincent over the middle. And a little help from his friend, Jack Gazier. Again, no huddle offense, Addy. Here's the snap. Again, a handoff up the middle. This time he's met by some stiff resistance. Looks like that one was chiefly brought down almost exclusively by Hayden Franklin, number 56. Changing out personnel. Here comes Jack Franklin now, number 55, back into the ball game. Watch Dean Vincent on your left side here. He's going to get, and there's your pass. He completed it just before Cooper King got a hand on the quarterback. but he's down to about the 8-yard line. I'll tell you, Addy, the rush that Pinnacle's putting on this Tolleson team is so intense, he doesn't even have 2 seconds to look down the field. So the defensive backs and the safeties for the Pioneers are just pretty much spectators at this point. Here's your snap out of the shotgun. Another big rush. Cooper King jumps up into the air, and if he'd have had open arms, he'd have picked that and run all the way to the end zone on the other end of the field. We're going to now move to a 3rd and 5. Tolleson again working out of the no huddle. And guess what, Addy? Are we looking for pass or run here?
I think we're looking for a pass. Or maybe a run. I'm not sure.
They've had a little bit of success with the run, but he's going with the pass. Here comes the rush, and it's pretty intense. Dean Vincent was in there. Now that's going to be intentional grounding because the quarterback was still in the passer's box, and he threw the ball well out of bounds with no wide receiver within 10 yards. So that's going to be an actual, should be a penalty. Oh my God. Or did they call roughing the, no, you know what? They called roughing the quarterback on the Pioneers.
That was a nice block,
just
though.
Don't see it. Listen, if that's what it takes to add a little sunshine to Tolleson tonight, then a little yellow flag might be a welcome sight. Out of the shotgun again is Tolleson. Inside handoff to number 22, and by golly, if he doesn't move forward for a touchdown. Right now, there's some disappointed guys on the Pinnacle sideline. I don't think anybody wanted to give up points tonight. Listen, while they're getting ready to kick the field goal, I'll just tell you, the Pioneers have covered a lot of real estate out there tonight. And speaking of real estate, Arizona Best Real Estate. You want to know what your home's worth? Are you thinking about relocating? We'd love to help you make the next best decision to provide solutions for all your real estate needs. That's Arizona Best Real Estate. And listen, when you have real estate, you always got to have a notary. And we've got AZ Notary Services for your convenience, and they're at your location. They come to you, and they come in the form of Kim Horton. Call her for details at AZ Notary Services. Thank you for your support of the Pinnacle Pioneer Football Program. Jump around. Sing it, Addie. Jump around.
Jump around.
Oh, goodness. Hey, listen, another great sponsor for Pinnacle Pioneer Football is this guy. His name's Don Johnson, not from Miami Vice, but Dr. Don Johnson. He's from North Valley Oral Surgery. Dr. Don Johnson serving the North Valley for oral surgery needs for over 20 years. Lots of experience with Dr. Johnson. I said it before, I'll say it again. Dr. Johnson has had his hands in everyone in my family's mouth already. He's done work on everybody, including me. Thank you, Dr. Johnson, for your support, again, for the Pioneer Football Program. Listen, I was searching to try to find out this number 99 player that kept coming in, and I just was informed that there was a jersey change, and number 99 is, in fact, Gabriel Lopez, and he's having a pretty good game tonight. And I'd like to see his number called out as much as possible. So thank you to our broadcast team for alerting me to Gabriel Lopez, number 99. Pioneers taking the field again now for offense, which is nice to see. Hey, a big shout out now to Don Johnson's father and mother in Northern California, Upland to be exact. They're always on the air because they care about the Pinnacle Pioneers. That's Grandma and Grandpa cheering for Team Pinnacle and their grandson, Keenan Johnson. Here's a screen out to Jace Pena. He's caught at the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. and out of bounds at the Tolleson 44-yard line. And we've got a flag on the field right now, typically where it might be a holding. So we're going to find out in just a minute what this one's about. The problem with this, Addy, that was so far from the play, there was no need to hold. But here comes the call from the referee. It is a hold. It is on Pinnacle. That ball's coming back.
And currently the score is 28 Pinnacle to 6 Tolleson. But the net is still young. Who knows what could happen?
Yep, I see Dr. Johnson down there in the crowd with my son and his son. They've played sports together growing up. Everybody's smiling right now. So thank you again, Dr. Johnson, for your support and for the work you've done in my mouth. And I'm talking about my teeth. Great job. All right, Pinnacle Pioneers are going to have to regroup. They're going to take the ball back. It's going to be a first down and 20, if I'm not mistaken. Here comes Wyatt Horton and crew. He's got Mason Hughes in the backfield. We've got triple wide receivers to the left. We've got Keenan Johnson at the front, down by us on the near side of the field. Here's the snap out of the shotgun. Mac Richards in motion, going back. And here's a long pass right now to a wide open Jace Pena. And the ball was just slightly over his head. Left shoulder pass, a little too much mustard on that one. But Jace had that coverage beat, and that was a 6-point play. That really just didn't happen, Addie.
No. 7 minutes and 39 seconds left on the clock.
What quarter were we in, Addie? The second quarter, you got it. All right, Pioneers back in offense. Out of the shotgun is Wyatt Horton. Mason Hughes behind him. The handoff goes to Mason. Mason's forward for about 5 yards, maybe 6, maybe 4. It's going to bring up a third and about 7. We are in a sports arena right now. And speaking of arena, we've got Arena Sports Grill. They're proud sponsors of Pinnacle Pioneer football again this year. Arena Sports Grill is Scottsdale's neighborhood grill since 2003. That's 20 years, Addie, located at 63rd Street in Bell. Thank you, Arena Sports Grill, for your sponsorship. Here's Wyatt Horton out of the shotgun. Mason Hughes in the backfield. Mac Richards goes in motion. Pena below. There's a pass to Mac Richards out of the backfield. He shakes one tackle, and he's now hit pretty hard from behind. And that was a hit, Addie, a little bit above the shoulders. So number 55 for Tolleson is going to incur a personal foul on that one. You know what, Addie, it's got to be frustrating. And we got a player down on the field. You don't want to see this. Can you see a number down there, Addie? Producers, do we have a number? Tom, my cameraman, can you see a number of who's laid down on the field? Well, listen, folks at home, stay on the edge of your seat. We'll tell you whenever we figure this out. It's actually a Tolleson player, which is still, we don't like to see that. And that's why I can't tell you the name, because I don't know the name. But it's number 3. And take a deep breath, and let's hope this young man is okay. I hope he just got the air knocked out of him. The training team is getting him up, and now he's getting off the field, and he is under his own power. So looks like he's going to be okay. Man, the Pinnacle Pioneers are certainly on center stage tonight, aren't they?
Yes,
hey,
they
speaking
are.
of center stage, we have a proud sponsor again this year, Center Stage Dance Studio, where they love to put you on center stage, training baby divas and dudes through college kids. They're located in the Scottsdale Air Park. That's Center Stage Dance Studio. Also, for security purposes, we've got a sponsor of Pioneer football this year, Valid Entry. They're biometric identity solutions for webs. That's Valid Entry security systems. Biometric identity solutions. Pinnacle Pioneers out of the shotgun. Mason Hughes in the backfield. Wyatt Horton out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers each side. Here's your snap. I think he's going to throw to the end zone, Addie, right here.
If he's smart, he would.
There's your pass. Down, caught at the 7-yard line, taken down to the 4-yard line. That was Mac Richards.
He's going to get that ball inside the 5-yard line. It'll be first and goal at Pinnacle.
Let's give a shout out to our sponsor, E Media Integrated Technologies, the leading provider of workplace audio and video conference solutions in the Southwest. That's proud Pinnacle sponsor, E Media Integrated Technologies. Again, out of the shotgun is Wyatt Horton, Mason Hughes in the backfield, two wide receivers to the right, Mac Richards lined up in the slot. Here's your snap, the handoff to Mason Hughes. He goes to the left side, and I believe he's very close. He's down to the 1-yard line. Hey, a big shout out and a big thank you to Cimarron River Company. Visit Cimarron River Company online at cimarronrivercompany.com. Proud Pinnacle Pioneer sponsor, Cimarron River Company. We have a lot to smile about right now, Addie. A lot to smile about.
Yes, we
Listen,
do.
and if you go to Bud Orthodontics, you'll have a lot to smile about with a stunning smile. That's their specialty. Smiles with confidence with Bud Orthodontics. Thank you for your sponsorship, Bud Orthodontics. Handoff right up the middle to Mason Hughes. Wyatt Horton gives the handoff. He scampers in the end zone for a touchdown.
The score is now 34-6. Pinnacle in the lead. We have 5 minutes and 26 seconds left in the second quarter.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Addie said it very, very well. We have Cooper King. Mac Richards is holding an attack on that extra point. Some of these kids are going to be hurting, but you know what? If they went to Spinifit Chiropractic and Rehabilitation, they're proud to maintain athletics, top physical condition, relieve pain, and restore wellness. We're Spinifit Chiropractic. Thank you for your sponsorship again this year at Spinifit Chiropractic. Another great sponsor we have again this year is Best Home Appliances. Visit Best Home Appliances at the corner of Tatum and Bell. They're the local Pinnacle family-owned source for luxury appliances. That's Best Home Appliances. Thank you, Best Home Appliances. We love having you on the Pinnacle team. And you know what? Before I got here tonight, Addie, I went and I stopped off, had a little bit of something to drink over there, and I'm talking water, at Upper Crust Pizza. They've been feeding the Pinnacle football team since 2010. Thank you so much to Upper Crust Pizza for your proud sponsorship of these Pinnacle Pioneers and the great food you put on the tables for everybody. There's your kick to Tolleson. Once again, Cooper King puts that out of the end zone.
Another one out of the back of the end zone for Cooper King.
Listen, Rye Hair Company, modern hair salon providing high-quality hair color, haircut, and hair extension services. They're located on Cave Creek Road and the 101. That's Rye Hair Company. Another Pinnacle Pioneer sponsor. Thank you so much for all you do for the Pinnacle program. You'd think these guys would learn something, and I'll tell you they would if they went to Huntington Learning Center, Addie. Huntington offers online tutoring, ACT, SAT, test prep, as well as K through 12 tutoring in their convenient Pinnacle Peak location. That's Huntington Learning Center, proud sponsor of Pinnacle Pioneer Football, Huntington Learning Center. Thank you, Huntington.
I gotta say, these boys are gonna be hungry after this game. So why don't they head on over to proud Pinnacle sponsor In-N-Out Burger, football's Friday night spot, our local burger joint at Desert Ridge Marketplace. Quality you can taste and where quality counts. Thank you, In-N-Out Burger.
You know what, Addie? I think I'm gonna be heading over there myself.
Same.
All right, the Wolverines get the ball with about 4 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. They're working from a 35-6 deficit now. They have no timeouts left in the first half, but the Wolverines are still standing in. They've got trip wide receivers to the left in the near ground. They've got one wide receiver to the right, working out of the shotgun. He drops back. He's looking downfield. He's throwing out in the flat. He connects, and it's a completed pass. and he shakes one tackle, and he's down the sideline for a touchdown. I tell you, Addie, it makes a difference. Good tackling.
Yes, it does.
How many yards did he cover on that one, Addie? I'm going to say about 65, 70 yards.
I would say so too.
That's you know what, that's a bright moment for the Wolverines, but I got to tell you, it's not a blown coverage. The coverage was there. It was just a missed tackle that turned into a touchdown. That's not going to look pretty on film next week when the Pioneers go back and look at this game. Nor should it. Wolverines now attempting the point after. Here comes the snap. The ball is down, the kick is up, and it's blocked. I can't even tell you who blocked that because there was so many people in on it, but I did see Dirty Dean Vincent in the middle along with Cooper King, and Spencer Halverson was even present in the neighborhood, and Parker Glenn was there somewhere in the vicinity. They are constructing one heck of a defense for Pinnacle. And you know what? Center Mass Construction is helping you build your dreams. Residential and light commercial construction. That's proud Pinnacle Pioneer sponsor, Center Mass Construction. We also have a new sponsor this year. Love to read the name. That's Derek Dowsett. Derek Dowsett is with HomeSmart, and he's only a 1% listing rate is what he charges. Proud sponsor, Derek Dowsett, Pinnacle Pioneer Football from HomeSmart. All right, Tolleson ready to kick off again, hand up in the air. Whistle from the referee. Checking the coverage. Here comes your kick. It's a short squib kick. It's fielded by, it looks like, number 23, Jack Bridgeford. Let me see. Yep, Jack 23 got that ball. Listen, it's nice. Jack Bridgeford is in that game. Jack Bridgeford did a heck of a job last year coming in and commanding the JV team for the Pinnacle Pioneers. His dad, John, and his mom are at every game. They're at every event. Great sponsors, great family. And it's nice to see Jack Bridgeford get his hand on the ball right now. Nice job, Jack. The sure hands of Jack Bridgeford. Addie, have you ever heard anybody say welcome to Delicious? That's what they say at Culver's Frozen Custard. They're at the corner of Cave Creek and Rose Garden. Welcome to Delicious. Proud Pinnacle sponsor, Culver's. Wyatt Horton out of the shotgun, one back behind him to block or to hand off. Three wide receivers to the right, one to the left. Fakes the handoff, throws over the middle to the slot. That ball is fielded by number 8. That's Mac Richards. And he is taken down promptly, but not before he picks up what looks like about 5 yards, maybe 6. All right, we've got Pinder, Pena, and Mac Richards in the foreground. Keenan Johnson at the top in the far away, the far side of the field. Wyatt Horton out of the shotgun. There's your snap. Fakes the handoff, throws in the flat to Mac Richards on a little screen. Mac Richards to the 40, 35-30. The ball comes out, and it is loose. But the referee, the back judge is saying that the ball was down by contact, so there is no fumble. Mac Richards gets a nice little scamper upfield for a nice gain. Ball is down. Pinnacle is back in a commanding position to put another touchdown on the board here with 3 minutes and 13 seconds left in the second quarter. What are you thinking, Addie?
I'm thinking that we're leading 35-12, and it looks pretty good so far.
There's a handoff to Spencer Halverson. I got to tell you, Spencer Halverson is one heck of an athlete. He plays both sides of the ball, usually a linebacker or running back. And that guy on the Wolverine defense just had that thing read. Shoestring tackle. Otherwise, Spencer likely gets around that corner and picks up at least 10, 15 yards. All right. We got Spencer Halverson in the backfield again, behind Wyatt Horton. Pinder and Pena in the near ground. We've got what looks like either it's encroachment or offsides on the defense. That'll take it 5 yards down and make it a 2nd and 8, or excuse me, a 2nd and 10, I believe. Yeah, 2nd and 10. Holy cow, proud sponsor, Pinnacle Pioneer Football, NSB Mortgage, specializing in residential, commercial, and construction finances. NSB Mortgage's mission is to ensure that its clients receive the utmost attention to detail with regards to each of their individual needs. Thank you, NSB Mortgage, for your support.
Tolleson currently has the ball.
Spencer Halverson on the carry there. There was a flag and they waved it off, so there is no foul. But Spencer Halverson did pick up a first down. They're going to have 1st and 10 from about the 11-yard line. So, Addie, they can still get another first down. But that's not what we're looking for, Addie. What are we looking for?
A touchdown.
Darn straight, darn straight. Shut the front door. They're going to come in from the back door right now. The Pinnacle Pioneers. Out of the shotgun is Wyatt Horton. 2 wide receivers to the right. Hand off to Spencer Halverson up the middle. Spencer Halverson scampers forward for about 8 yards. He's down to the Wolverine 4-yard line.
We have about 1 minute and 52 seconds left on the clock in the second quarter.
Listen, Valley-Wide Sports is another proud sponsor of Pioneer Football. They're family-owned, family-friendly, located at 90th and Via Linda. Please drop by for all your trading card and collectible needs. Valley-Wide Sports Cards. This is nothing to laugh at, but House of Comedy is your neighborhood home for fun. Visit City North's High Street to drink, dine, and laugh at House of Comedy. Thank you, House of Comedy, for your sponsorship of Pinnacle Pioneer Football. Pena and Pinder to the right. It's a pass to Pinder from Wyatt Horton. That puts another 6 on the board. Pinder celebrating down there with Mason Hughes and Wyatt Horton. Nice little rollout from Wyatt. A quick grab by Pinder. 6 more points, Addie.
The score is now 41-12. Pinnacle leading.
Man, these kids, they deserve some sort of cake or something when this is over. You know what? They should go to Nothing Bundt Cakes for your next celebration. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Visit Nothing Bundt Cakes on the corner of Scottsdale Road and Frank Lloyd Wright. One word, Addie. Yum.
Yum indeed. And I gotta say, these Marine-inspired uniforms hit close to home for me as well, because my Uncle Chris was actually a Marine.
Nice. They probably have in their dress blues the best looking uniform in the military. I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend anybody, but Addie and I are both partial because we have family that serve in the Marines. Listen, you got to keep up on your nutrition if you're going to stay at peak performance, and Made to Move Nutrition and Wellness helps you do just that. Come work out with Jesse and crew. Made to Move, located in Scottsdale at Frank Lloyd Wright. That's Made to Move Nutrition and Wellness. Thank you for sponsoring Pinnacle Pioneer Football. Don't fall asleep on me, Addie. I'll have to pump some Scooter's coffee into you. Scoot on over to the new location at the corner of Deal Valley and 7th Avenue. Try the amazing new fresh brewed coffees, teas, and signature drinks. We serve breakfast too. Guess what? Click on the QR code on the banner in the stadium for daily discounts. That's Scooter's Coffee. Thank you for backing this Pioneer football program. The extra point try is down. The kick is up. It is good. Addie, what is our score now?
42-12 with 1 minute and 16 seconds left on the clock in the second quarter.
That's a 30-point lead as we have 1 minute and 16 left as they play the Pinnacle Pioneer fight song. Listen, these Pinnacle Pioneers right now are moving down the field like heavy-duty trucks. And when it comes to heavy-duty trucks, don't look any further than Liberty GMC. Everyday life. If it's everyday life, we'll get you there. Liberty GMC is your one-stop resource for all automotive purchases and repairs. Pinnacle families receive extra discounts at Liberty GMC. Thank you, Liberty GMC, for your sponsorship of the Pinnacle Pioneer Football Program. Cooper King ready to kick off again from his own 40-yard line. Here's the kick. It's up. It's a high kick. It's not going to go into the end zone. It's fielded. It takes a bounce, and he bobbles it a little bit, and the ball's still loose, but it's recovered at the 15-yard line by Tolleson. Clayco. At Clayco, it's not about the walls we plan and the buildings we put up. It's about the people and their purpose within them every day. These powerful structures have impact that reach far beyond the walls. That's Clayco. Thank you for sponsoring Pinnacle Pioneer Football, Clayco. And listen, there's also Binding Pros. Binding Pros for all your area rug needs. Rug repairs, rug pads, rug washing, new rugs, and stair runners. Call Binding Pros today. That's Binding Pros. There's your handoff for the Tolleson Wolverines. It's a gain of what looks like about 3 yards. Slow to get up is the ball carrier for the Tolleson Wolverines. But he is up, and he is about. So this is good news. Oh boy. If I'm not mistaken, that was Jack Franklin in there with a sack on the Tolleson Wolverines. Nice job, Mr. Franklin. You say Mr. when you talk to me. When you put a sack up like that, I'll call you Mr.
Staying straight.
Here's the snap out of the shotgun. Dean Vincent looks like Dirty Dean was held. And coming up with an interception is Spencer Halverson at the 45-yard line, returns it back from the Pinnacle 45 to the Wolverine 45. Spencer Halverson with an athletic move to go up there and take that ball away. Hey, listen, I want to give a big thank you to Adam Friedlander. His son Asher plays on the Pinnacle team. Adam Friedlander is at FBC Mortgage. They're a trusted friend in lending. That's FBC Mortgage, and that's Adam Friedlander. Thank you, Adam, and thank you, FBC Mortgage. All right, Pinnacle Pioneer Football set up on offense again. Wyatt Horton in the backfield. Behind him, he's got number 3. That's Mason Hughes. And let's see here. I'm trying to see. We got Keenan Johnson in the foreground here. Pinder and Pena at the top of the screen. Mac Richards goes in motion. Here's the snap. Wyatt looks left. He rolls left. He's being chased by number 7.
Come on, Wyatt, you can do this.
And now he's running to the right. And he's throwing over the middle to the open arms of number 14, Josh Pinder, who made the touchdown a moment ago. Like any good receiver does, Addy, when they get under pressure, when the quarterback's under pressure and he's running for his life as Wyatt was there, he must have ran probably 40 yards. The wide receivers come back towards the quarterback, and Josh Pinder gave him a great target. Open arms, great catch, nice pickup, great scrambling by Wyatt Horton.
And I gotta say, circling back to that last play, Jack Franklin really is amazing.
Tell us about Jack Franklin.
Well, I don't know much about him except for the fact that he's tall, but he is tall.
Yeah, Jack Franklin actually comes into the game at 6 foot 4 inches tall at 200 pounds. So he is a big kid. I won't call him kid to his face. He's a man.
Yes, he is.
Listen, we've got Maloe Fitness. Find your strength at Maloe Fitness. They're located at 25th Place in Rose Garden. That's Maloe Fitness. Also, you want equipment, go to Stotze. Our vision to be the best equipment dealer in the world. They're now celebrating 76 years at Stotze Equipment. Thank you, Stotze, for your sponsorship of the Pinnacle Pioneer Football Program. The Pioneers are now lined up with Cooper King back to try a field goal with 3 seconds left, or 30 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be approximately 37 yards. Mac Richards to hold. The Pioneer line is in place, awaiting the snap. Mac Richards is going to bark out the call. Here's your snap. The snap is down, the kick is up, and it is a squibbler, a wibbler, a wobbler. Cooper just did not hit that well. It was a little bit of an ugly kick. Well, listen, James Need is going to talk with Cooper King and let's do it this way next time. Addie, what are your thoughts on this first half?
I think that it went amazing.
Amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a good way if you want to sum it up. Amazing is a good way to do it. So here's what we got, Addie. We got 2 quarters of play down. It's the first home game of this young 2023 season after winning up at Northern Arizona University in Flagstaff last week over that Nevada team who's ranked number 3 in the state. That was our Review Aggies. We won that game 19-9. Tolleson kind of comes into this game, and I don't think they had too many injuries because there wasn't much listed on the sheet today, but they just can't seem to get it together. They had a broken play, not a broken play, they had a play where it was a good play that the Wolverines threw that out pass here in the flats to the near side of the field in a missed tackle, which led to 6 points. But other than that, it's been all Pioneer football, and that's why the score is 42-12 at halftime. Who gets the ball coming out of the locker room at halftime?
We do.
That's right. We won the toss. We deferred the first half. We kicked off, and that's why we get the second half kickoff. And look, why we have a minute. You know Wyatt Horton, the quarterback. Well, Wyatt's dad is kind of a quarterback. He quarterbacks the Horton team real estate. You want to purchase a home or learn the value of your current home? You have questions about real estate, investment properties, or second homes? Call or text the Horton team at 480-227-3311. That's 480-227-3311. Proud sponsor of Pinnacle High School for over 8 years. That's the Horton team real estate. We've also got the Desert Center for Allergy and Chest Disease. You're suffering from allergies or chronic cough? I don't know about you, Addie, but my allergies have been kicking my tail all year long. If you're tired of being tired, consult Desert Center for Allergy and Chest Disease. They're specializing in allergy, lung, and sleep medicine. That's Desert Center for Allergy and Chest Disease. So now we're going to have I believe this is this the Spirit team?
This is Spirit Line, specifically
Spirit
the cheerleaders.
The cheerleaders, they're coming out. You know what? And this team, they work extremely hard. Again, you think they show up for game day, they grab some pom-poms and run on the field and jump around. That's not how it works. These girls are working their tails off all week long for several hours every day to come out here, and they on themselves are athletes as well. And we're about to see a little show by them.
I remember when my sister was a cheerleader. She worked so very hard for this very team. I'm very proud of her.
That sounds like a proud little sister. Your dad's probably at home very proud as well. All right. Nice job. Nice job by the Spirit Line. That's the varsity cheer team. I think we're going to have another crew come out.
Folks, another big round of applause is the Varsity Palm.
Yes, these are our palmies.
It should be against the law to be as good as these girls are. As a matter of fact, if you need something affiliated with the law, call Castile Law. Criminal defense for when you fumble off the field. That's Castile Law, proud sponsor of Pinnacle Pioneer Football.
Big round of applause for that Varsity Palm line as they also make their debut here out at the football field.
Nice job, Varsity Palm Line. Hey, now the Pinnacle High School Marching Band is coming out on the field to do their musical rendition of, we don't know what it's of yet, but it's going to be a musical rendition of something.
Entering the field on the field to perform their 2023.
Listen, if you're out there on the YouTube channel and you have a comment or you have a question or just something you want to say, please contact us through the contact point on the screen, or if you know our production team with Amy Seitz and Karl Marx, hit them up on their cell phone, shoot them a text. You might just get to hear your name on the air.
The direction of drum major Carly Bowman, the Big Blue Band presents The Crow.
I wouldn't mind having a little break.
give you a call when it's all done. Okay, I love you. Bye, bye.
Best of luck to the Big Blue Band as they represent Pinnacle High School this year. Their first competition is here at Pinnacle on October 7th.
Come on now. Here we go. You got it?
I got it.
All right. Pinnacle Pioneer fans, welcome back to the second half. The kickoff's already taken place. We had a little technical difficulty, but Wyatt Horton back to pass. Dumps it off, a one-handed catch. That ball is fielded by number 47. That's Miles Stepney, and he scampers down the sideline. But we have a flag where it's a holding typically, and that's exactly what it is. That ball is going to come back. A beautiful pass play off of a hold. Listen, while we took the break, we got a little phone in. Looks like Addie's got a shout out. She's great, quote unquote, exclamation point. That was Mr. X. So Addie, you are great. Shout out to you.
I appreciate that.
Also, I want to say hi to Kira Johnson. That's Dr. Kira Johnson. She's a dentist on the west side, and that's Keenan Johnson's mom. And she's not able to make the game tonight. She's in Newport Beach. She must have drawn straws and lost on that one. But anyway, she's listening to the game. Thank you, Kira Johnson. Good to have you in the ranks listening tonight. All right, Pinnacle Pioneer is going to lick their wounds, go back 10 yards, and sit back up for offense. We've got Pinder and Pena in the near side of the field. Looks like Keenan Johnson on the far side. Wyatt Horton gives the handoff, and that ball goes straight up the middle. And that was Mason Hughes taking the ball up about 4 or 5 yards right up the middle. So I'm looking at the three wide receivers, Addie, Pena, Pinder, and Keenan Johnson. Mason Hughes is going to line up in the backfield. Keenan Johnson's on the far side of the field. Wyatt Horton out of the shotgun. Here comes the snap. Most assuredly going to be a pass. He lines up. It's a little bubble screen. Keenan Johnson has the ball, and I told you he had speed. Well, he's in the open field right now, and he's got speed, and he gets tripped up at about the 44-yard line of the Wolverines. Pickup of what looks like about a good 30, 35 yards. Nice running, Keenan. Keenan, your job is done well. And your mom's proud in Newport Beach watching, and your dad, and I see you and your brother down here cheering. So a fantastic run, Keenan. You got the speed. You got the wheels to pay the bills.
Yes, he does.
All right, Addie, here we go. Out of the shotgun again. Pena and Pena in the near side. Far side is Mac Richards. It's a handoff to Mason Hughes. Mason Hughes from the 40 down to the 35-30 and out of bounds at about the Wolverine 29-yard line. Well, Addie, I think it's fair to say that the Pinnacle Pioneers are picking up right here exactly where they left off in the first half.
That is indeed fair to say.
They're going to move the chains. Got another first down. It looks like Tolleson has a player down, and we don't like to see that for either side. It doesn't matter. We just don't want to see these kids get injured. They're out there playing their hearts out. But what we do want to do is talk about Empowered Electrical Solutions, a proud Pioneer sponsor for Pinnacle this year. Having electrical issues, need help with a project? Reach out to your favorite Empowered Electrical Solutions. They're locally owned and operated business. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Give us a call today. People, power, passion. Powered Electrical Solutions, thank you for being a proud sponsor of the Pinnacle Pioneers. Like I said, Addie, this day has been wonderful. We've got some rain. I don't think it got above 85, and it feels like the AC's on right now. But listen, if you want AC, you've got Diamond AC and Heating. Call Diamond for AC for all of your HVAC needs, and receive Diamond service at an affordable price. Stay cool or call us. Diamond AC and Heating. Thank you for your sponsorship of Pioneer football. Wyatt Horton back to pass. He's got Mac Richards open from a slot position. Mac Richards takes it down inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. Matty, I would say that that's probably the best pass Wyatt's thrown all night. He hit Mac Richards in stride, and that ball was on a rope. I like to see him get a little mustard on that, just like that. Those balls cannot be picked off. Either your wide receiver gets it or nobody does.
Exactly.
All right, Mason Hughes in the backfield. Pina and Pinder at the top of your screen. They're the wideouts to the left side of the field. Number 23 is Jack Bridgeford at the lower side of the field. There's the handoff up the middle, and that goes straight in for a touchdown, and that's Mason Hughes, number 3, with another touchdown on the night.
The score is currently 48-12 with Pioneers leading. We have 9 minutes and 21 seconds left in the third quarter.
Well said, Addie. So Cooper King is coming on again to try to kick a point after attempt with Mac Richards holding. So what's a point after attempt worth, Addie?
1.
You got it. She is sharp all night long. And he just booted it through the uprights, Addie. So we got a 49-12 ball game now with the Pinnacle Pioneers clinging to a slight lead.
Just slightly.
You know what? I want to thank our video production team. Again, producers with Karl Marx and Amy Seitz back there. I also want to say thank you to our cameraman, that's Tom Peltier, proud father of Tanner Peltier, the giant on the field. Nice job, everybody behind the scenes. Listen, Paradox Video Productions is your video production and digital marketing, and they do this all for your business. Connect at paradoxvideoproductions.com, proud sponsor of Pinnacle Pioneer Football. That's Paradox Video Productions. I don't know, if you can't breathe, what you should do is call North Valley ENT. That's North Valley Ear, Nose, and Throat Associates, providers of professional, comprehensive ear, nose, and throat medical care and treatment, a compassionate and friendly environment. That's North Valley ENT. Thank you for sponsoring Pinnacle Pioneer Football. Well, the Pioneers kicked off. The ball was handled by Tolleson. They're down at the 20-yard line where they'll set up shop. Try to get something going, Addie. It hasn't been a good night for offense. With the exception of that one play that with a missed tackle, there hasn't been any real bright lights for the Wolverines tonight. Here's the snap out of the shotgun. A quick throw to the right, a little bubble screen. He's open in the flat, but he gets taken down right now. Forward progress stops him. That ball right there was handled by, looked like Parker Glenn was on the stop there, but Cooper King was also there to help out a little bit too, and so was Spencer Halverson. I even think there was a little bit of help there from Jack Gazier. He got in there quick, kind of like a Gazier beam. All right, Dominic Polito coming back on the field, going to the left side. We had a change in personnel. It looks like we have a timeout. So Coach Zupke's rallying the troops out there. While he's doing that, I'm going to rally the sponsors. Muscular Moving Men and Storage is a proud sponsor of Pioneer Football. Muscular Moving Men and Storage has been Arizona's premier moving company since 2008. Over 30,000 moves completed during that time. Their team of Move athletes is your solution for local or long-distance moves. Either one's fine with them. For all things moving, including storage, call or visit muscularmovingmen.com. Mention football from Pinnacle Pioneer Football for a free packing starter kit. That's all from Muscular Moving Men and Storage, proud Pinnacle Pioneer sponsor.
I gotta say, I always enjoy the cheers and chants led by the Spirit Line and the Pinnacle Crazies. They always entertain me.
This is my favorite song that they do.
The Booty Bounce, yep, it's a good one.
All right, Wolverines back out of the shotgun. A quick handoff underneath, going to the right side. Swarmed under. There's too many Pinnacle jerseys there for me to even see who it was. I know Dean Vincent was on the bottom of that pile. That's dirty Dean Vincent. And we also had a couple other people in there on the stop.
Loss of a yard on that play.
It looks like, if I'm not mistaken, that there's a little help in there. Jack Franklin got his mitts on that guy and brought him down. Out of the shotgun again, one back in the backfield and into block. Here comes the rush over the middle, and the ball was dropped. So that's going to be an incomplete pass, and that's going to bring up fourth down. So, Addie, it's a, what do we got going on here?
A punt.
Absolutely right, we got a punt. Darn straight. Wolverines setting up in that pump formation, waiting for the snap. I think they're going to squib kick it if they kick it at all. And there's your kick, and the Pinnacle Pioneers just let it bounce. And it takes a little Wolverine roll. It's down to the Pinnacle Pioneer 40-yard line. But you know what? That's okay. We got a little over 7 minutes left in the third quarter, and I see the bad moon rising, Addie. We finally got a nice shot of that beautiful moon over the desert.
Such a beauty.
She's a beauty. The lead singer for the Tubes sang it with Fee Waybill. She's a beauty. That's back from the 80s or 90s.
You can hear the crowd cheering for Rajon Jones as he enters into the field.
Nice. Good call there, Addie. Rajon Jones now coming into the field of play. Back at quarterback is Wyatt Horton, the field general. Here's the snap. Inside handoff underneath. That ball goes straight down to Miles Stepney. He moves to his right and picks up what looks like about 3 yards. There's a Wolverine down on the field, and he is trying to get up. The training staff is coming over. The referees have called a timeout. Well, they have a timeout. I'm going to tell you, your next timeout should end up at Trevor's. Immerse yourself in a better liquor store experience with the beer cave. That's right, Trevor's has a gosh darn beer cave over there. It's a walk-in humidor, golf simulators, artisanal pizza kitchen. Trevor's on Mayo Boulevard, where something is always happening. That's Trevor's, proud sponsor of Pinnacle Pioneer Football. Clean Car Detail in Arizona. Is your car dirty, Addie? Are you tired of low-quality car washes?
Yes,
If
I
so, me too. Contact Clean Car Mobile Detailing. Addie, these guys come out to you from Clean Car Detail Arizona. Give them a call. They gave us a call, and they're a proud sponsor of Pioneer Football. Clean Car Detail, Arizona.
Getting helped off the field. Hopefully he'll be back later in the game.
Just got a nice little text here from C.J. Jensen. C.J. Jensen, proud parent of Ty Jensen and Luke Jensen, his 2 kids. He's a great coach, great baseball coach. Thanks for listening tonight, C.J. And I hope we're cracking you up a little bit. Wyatt swings that ball out on a quick pass. That ball goes straight into the loving arms of number 17, Luke Hoover. Luke Hoover turns on the afterburner, gets up close to the first down, but we have a flag in on the play. I don't know. That was right where the ball ended up, so it could be a face mask. I don't know. Actually, they moved the flag back, so it looks like there was some sort of infraction back at the 44-yard line. Nice catch by Luke Hoover. I'd like to see Luke Hoover do what Keenan Johnson did, and that is take a quick swing pass like that out of the backfield and run it all the way for a touchdown. So the Pinnacle Pioneers got caught, I guess, holding, and the ball, instead of a little gain, is going to be a little loss. But we're going to play the second down over again. Addie, how many yards we got left now to go for that first down?
I believe about 40.
Okay, 40 or 17.
17.
It's close no matter how you look at it. Addie's generous with the yardage tonight.
I just figured out who Mr. X is, though.
Who's that?
Elon Musk. He's a close personal friend of my family, according to my dad.
Well, that sure is nice.
Yeah.
There's a snap. By the way, the ball was just fumbled. I hope the Pioneers got it. But it doesn't look like they did. It looks like the Wolverines have it, and they do. That is unfortunate. It was a clean handoff. That was Drew Varsano. Drew Varsano was in as a quarterback, giving Wyatt Horton a little rest. It was a clean handoff, but the ball was fumbled. He was trying to pick up yardage, but I just wanted to introduce Drew Varsano into the game. Good to see you out there, Drew. All right, the defense is now back on the field for the Pinnacle Pioneers after the Wolverines recovered that fumble. They're lined up in the shotgun, one running back. Here's a quick throw to the far side of the field. And that ball was put in such a place, Addie, where our defender should have caught that ball. He had perfect positioning, but didn't quite come down with it. That was Parker Glenn, I believe, on the coverage. That'll make it second down, and how many yards we got left, Addie?
10.
You got it. 10 yards to go for the Wolverines. Again, working out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers on each side of the field. Quick handoff underneath. He's met at the line of scrimmage and brought down for a short gain of about 2 or 3. It looks like that tackle was J.C. Sandoval, if I'm not mistaken.
Made by Sandoval, number 54.
All right, back to the hurry-up offense with a 2nd and 10 out of the shotgun again. The Pioneers look a little confused, but they get it dialed in. Here's a pass to a slot back over the middle. That ball is caught at about the Pioneer 18-yard line, and that's enough for a Wolverine first down. Darn.
Pass complete to number 11, Lancaster.
Lancaster for the Wolverines comes down with that ball.
Holding call against Tolleson. That's going to back him up.
All right, a little personnel change for the Wolverines. 2 come in, 2 go out. I swear it looks like they have 14 guys on the field, but not. Pioneers waiting in their defensive stance. 3 down linemen. Here comes the rush. He winds up to throw, and he loses a handle on the ball, so they're going to call that an incomplete pass, Addy. And that's going to go back up to the original line of scrimmage, where it's going to be 3rd down and I believe 20.
Currently, we are 49-12 with Pioneers in the lead. We have 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, it looked like a fumble to me, but it was an incomplete pass that they called it. Here comes the snap out of the shotgun, 4th down and 20. Got good protection this time. Ball over the middle, and again, should have been picked off, but it wasn't. That ball was right in the arms of Dylan Frick. But you know what? It's better that he didn't catch it, because on a 4th down, he would have been taken down at about the 25. Instead, we're going to get the ball at about the 45. There was a holding penalty on the play, so we may pick up, we're not going to pick up any yardage because they refuse, or they decide not to take the penalty because they get the ball on downs. If we would have taken the penalty, Addy, they'd have marched 5 yards against Tolleson, and they'd have had to play again, and they'd have had a chance to get a first down, but they did not. I see Rajon Jones in there again for this set of downs on offense on the O-line. getting ready to snap the ball here.
Stephanie, number 47, the ball carrier.
Drew Varsano back in at quarterback, giving Wyatt Horton a much-deserved rest. This game is pretty firmly in hand, so it's good to let Drew Varsano get a few snaps and get some game time in there. We've also got Charlie Tabor on the left side of the field, the far side. Down below here, we've got Luke Hoover. Here comes the snap to Drew Varsano, obviously passing. He rolls to his right. He throws out there. The ball is caught by number 23, Jack Bridgeford, and Jack Bridgeford goes out at about the 46-yard line of Pinnacle, a pickup of about 5 yards. Nice catch, Jack, and nice throw, Drew. Little pitch and catch out there tonight. Jack Bridgeford and Luke Hoover on the far side of the field. It looks like Charlie Tabor on the near side. Drew Varsano lined up. He's got one running back behind him. Probably going to hand off here. Nope. He's going to throw. He moves to his left. He delivers that ball over the center of the field, and Luke Hoover catches that. And he is up for enough for a first down, a pickup of about 14 yards. They only needed 11. Move the sticks, nice catch. Lightning Luke Hoover. I see his mom, Sherry, down there, very proud, and I'm sure his dad is proud as well watching this happen. Drew Varsano back in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the right, 1 in the slot position, 1 up top to the left. Handoff is down low. That ball goes straight into the arms of number 47, Miles Stepney. Miles gets back to the original line of scrimmage and maybe a gain of 1 yard. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 9, Addie. 2nd and 9. How are we doing on the clock right now,
2,
Addie?
1, 0. We are now in the 4th quarter.
You heard it from Addie. She counted us down, and now we're in the 4th quarter. Now that we're in the 4th quarter, I think I should thank another sponsor. That's Learn to Drive Arizona. Learn to Drive AZ. We help create confident drivers. Why choose us, you ask? We're family owned and operated. We cater to your specific needs, and we work around your schedule. For further information, visit learntodriveaz.com. Proud Pioneer sponsor, Learn to Drive AZ. Thank you to all of the Pinnacle Pioneer sponsors. We appreciate everything you do to keep us on the field and doing what we do, and that is play football.
And we do that very well.
We certainly do tonight, don't we? This is just good. Well, Addie, we got 12 minutes left on the clock. We got a partial moon up there ducking behind the clouds. We got a beautiful night. I'm going to guess it's maybe 84 degrees, maybe. And you just don't expect that at the end of August, first part of September here in North Scottsdale. There's no breeze at all. The beautiful Old Glory flag hanging limp in the north end zone. And it's a beautiful night for baseball. Once again, we have Drew in at quarterback.
Football.
Yep. All right, Drew Varsano makes the handoff there. The ball goes straight up the field, and we get enough, about 14 yards, which looks like another Pinnacle Pioneer first down. But unfortunately, we have an injury for the Wolverines.
Got an injured Tolleson player out there on the field.
I feel bad, and I'd love to say a shout out to the ball carrier there, number 28, Gavin. Gavin Hammond. It's not on my list here, but Gavin's a sophomore appearing in a varsity game, and that's a big deal. So, Gavin, that was a nice run, and good job out there. That's Gavin Hammond, number 28.
You are making Pinnacle proud.
All right, Pioneers setting up on offense again behind Drew Versano.
You can hear the crazies leading a chant saying that I believe that we will win, and I do.
There's a handoff to Gavin Hammond. Gavin takes the ball, scampers up the right sideline, out close to a first down. He's probably going to come up about 2 yards shy of the first down, which is going to be a 2nd and 2.
Number 6 on the tackle. It's going to be real close to that Pinnacle first down.
Maybe it's 2nd and 1. Looks like we've got 10 minutes and 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Pinnacle Pioneers with a commanding lead over the Tolleson Wolverines. Drew Versano looking for the play, working out of the shotgun. He's got Gavin Hammond in the backfield. There's the snap and the handoff. Gavin Hammond takes the ball and goes down quickly in the loving arms of a Tolleson Wolverine. Very close to the first down, but I don't think he got it. So we've got a 3rd and 1 situation. Addy, you got Drew Versano in at quarterback, Gavin Hammond in the backfield. We need 1 yard for a first down. We got a commanding lead, 49ers. What do you think is going to happen here?
I personally think that they're going to carry.
I agree with you. I think it's going to be a handoff. Good call, Addy. He bounces off the line, breaks a tackle, and gets taken down about a yard short. I thought he was going to have it, but that Tolleson Wolverine had a good grasp on his left cleat.
McCabe. Gonna bring up a 4th and short.
Looks like Pinnacle is going for it on 4th down. Imagine that. I'm thinking that we're going to have a false start on. Nope. We're going to have what looks like encroachment or offsides on Tolleson. Lined up in the neutral zone. That'll be a first down if that is. I think the referees can't decide what's going on. Oh, they're calling that on Pinnacle.
Offsides against the Pioneers.
That's odd.
Huh. Well, that just means we got to go 6 yards for the first down. And you know what I say, Addy? Ain't no thing. Gavin Hammond behind Drew Versano. What do you think's going to happen here, Addy?
I think that he's going to try to throw it.
Nice.
And he did.
Oh, now, so Drew Versano tried to thread a needle on that. His intended receiver was Jack Bridgeford, and I got to say, not the best choice there, given the coverage that was there. That ball easily could have been picked off. But listen, it's 4th down. We turn over on downs anyway. But the one thing I don't want to see is I'd hate to see Drew Versano have a interception. So it's good that that ball was dropped. The Wolverines, Addy, they have a long way to go and a lot of distance to make up. And they stay on the ground, which baffles me because there's not enough time in this game or the next 3 games combined for them to get enough yardage to do much. So you would think that they would throw every down. That usually tells you that the coach doesn't have a ton of confidence in the quarterback or has given up already with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter, which you should, because this deficit is insurmountable.
Pass there's no way they're beating us tonight. I mean, there might be a way, but I doubt it. Who knows?
There is one way. So lightning, a quick cloud moves over. Lightning strikes everybody on the field, and Tolleson win somehow, or the scoreboard shorts out. Other than that, there's no way.
Yeah.
All right, working out of the shotgun again is Tolleson back. Here's a long pass down the sideline. That ball was up for grabs, and it's picked off by Pinnacle. I think that was Blake Donnelly, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, I'm sorry. That was P.J. Carpenter. I thought it was 84, but it was 24. P.J. Carpenter, nice pickoff. That was a cleanly thrown ball. It was just cleanly thrown to P.J. Carpenter. You know, Addie, I'm surprised I haven't called out Joe Day's name a lot tonight. Joe Day is one of my favorite players, and he's number 5, and I'm just surprised he hasn't been a more integral part. Maybe he's injured, but Joe Day, I miss you.
I miss you too, dude.
Pinnacle back on the field. We've got Drew Versano, and there's your handoff to Gavin Hammond. Gavin Hammond bowls his way forward behind a couple of simple blocks. Very close to the first down, pickup of about 9 yards. That's going to be 8 yards, second down and 2. Clock continues to click with 7 minutes and 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Drew Versano again. He's got Gavin Hammond behind him. Big offensive line in front of him. Here's the snap, almost over his head. Drops the ball, and it looks like Tolleson has the ball. The referees clean up the mess, and Tolleson does, in fact. That's the third turnover tonight, Addie. That's 3 fumbles. It's nice that we have a commanding lead and we don't have to worry about this, but in a close game, 3 turnovers, chances are you're not going to win that game.
Yeah. Good thing that we're 49-12 right now, though.
Absolutely.
Pass complete to Howard, number 22. He gained some extra yards on that play. When he's number 1 on the tackle.
Well, Tolleson just got a big gain on that. Pick up of about 30 yards of these scampers down the sideline. Quarterback into the shotgun, pass out to the right, intended receiver number 2. That ball is broken up. Looks like Troy Robinson broke that up.
Folks, just want to announce that double cookies down there at the stand.
All right, back out is Tolleson in the shotgun. Clock continues to run. Here's the snap. Big rush coming in, and he's taken down for a sack.
2 for $5 on double cookies.
That was a nice sack there laid on by, it looks like Jacoby Kozak with the sack there on the Tolleson Wolverine quarterback. I'm sorry, I call him Jacoby. It's Jacob Kozak. Back out of the shotgun, here's the snap. Big rush coming, unloads it quickly, a bubble screen down the left side. Got a little running room and a couple of blockers. The Tolleson player is down inside the 10 to about the 9-yard line. Just under 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Personally, I think that 99 is going to take us to victory.
You think so?
I think so.
You mean Gabriel Lopez?
Yes.
So Addie's prediction is that 99 is going to take us to victory. Here we go again out of the shotgun. Here's a snap, a handoff up the middle. No, nothing there. Bounces off to the left side. Runs out of bounds and in for it. It actually runs near the sideline and in for a touchdown. Tolleson just put up 6 more points. So, Addie, it's good to see such a big lead and no chance for Tolleson to catch us in this game. But I applaud the Pinnacle coaching staff for getting some players in that may not see a lot of time. But you can see the difference when you don't play on varsity every snap versus when you come in as a substitute. And you can see the level of play just a little bit off mark. And that's allowing the Wolverines to pick up a little bit of yardage and get another touchdown there. Here's the extra point attempt. It's up and it's good. What's our score now, Addie?
And that is good.
Our score is 49-19 with Pinnacle in the lead. We have 4 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock.
Yes, ma'am. 30-point lead with 4 minutes remaining. The Pinnacle Pioneers are huddling on their sideline behind kicking coach James Neat. Talking to the team captains, Coach Zupke in the middle of that huddle out there, firing up these guys. The Tolleson Wolverines coming out onto the field now. Black Eyed Peas singing "Tonight is going to be a good night," and guess what, Addie? Tonight is a good night.
It is going to be a really good night.
All right, Tolleson lined up to kick. I'll tell you right now, Addie, Tolleson is going to do what's, have you heard of an onside kick?
Yes, I have.
Once the ball travels 10 yards, the kicking team can recover it. They will likely do an onside kick here, or a little squib kick. There it is, a little squib kick. It's bobbled and then it's fielded at the 39-yard line by Pinnacle. If I'm not mistaken, that was Dylan Frick who landed on the ball. The Pioneers with 4 minutes and 21 seconds will take over at their own 39-yard line.
From Chick-fil-A, they're only $4. There's only about 15 to 16 of them left. Half-pound chicken nuggets.
All right, Pinnacle out of the shotgun. We got Drew Versano again in there. Off to Hammond with a handoff to the left side. Gets to the line of scrimmage, punches his way through, up close to the first down, and then is driven back. Pickup of about 7 yards. 3 minutes, 40 seconds remaining left in this fourth quarter. The home opener for the Pinnacle Pioneers with the 2023 season, showing some good offense and some good defense. All right, Drew Versano back in with Hammond behind him. We got Luke Hoover in the near side of the field alongside of Jack Bridgeford. I can't see the number on the far side. Here's the snap out of the shotgun. Handoff to Hammond. Hammond goes to the left, gets around the corner, down to the 30-yard line of the Wolverines, where he easily picks up a first down. Addie, I don't know what you think, but I'm looking at the Wolverines, and the defense has to be tired. They've been on the field a long time, but I'm also seeing that they've lost their spirit.
Yes.
And, you know, I can't blame them. You got beat out there quite a bit tonight. You've been on the field a long time. There's no chance to salvage this game. So did they give up a little bit? Probably. Is it rightful?
Who knows? Who's to say?
Yeah. Versano back in the shotgun, Hammond behind him. Here's the snap, handoff to Hammond. Hammond's going for the right side now, gets around the corner, gets to the first down marker, and out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. I got to tell you, Addie, I'm not sure if the starters are still in for Tolleson, but the offensive line for Pinnacle is doing a pretty good job of holding the line, and that Gavin Hammond so far has been pretty impressive.
Yes, he is quite impressive and just a really inspiration to younger football players as to who they should look up to.
Yeah. Gavin Hammond is a sophomore. He's 6 foot and 175 pounds, so whenever you're that big and you weigh that much, it's not easy to bring a guy like that down. So he runs with authority. He gets the ball again and pickup of about, it looks like he lost a couple yards actually. No, pickup of about 7 yards. Down inside the 15 to the 14, a minute 13 remaining. Addie, what do you think is going to happen here?
I think personally that we're going to beat them with at least 49 to 19.
Who do you think is going to get the ball here?
Number 28.
No, so we're at a point now where there's not much time left on the clock, and what they'll do is they'll take the snap, take a knee, and then they'll run through the next the time on the clock. The clock is not supposed to stop because of the point deficit and where we are in the game, but they stopped it for some reason, but now it's running again. So now the Pioneers of Pinnacle are going back into what I call it was known as the victory formation. They'll take the ball and take a knee again. The clock will wind down, and that should be the end of the game, Addie. So for you Pinnacle fans, I wanted to say thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening in and watching in on this game. The Pinnacle Pioneers have defeated the Tolleson Wolverines, a score of 49 to 19.
Good job, boys.
Addie's wishing her congratulations as well. And I want to say thank you to Addie for being here tonight and participating. We appreciate the effort, and it was a pleasure working with you. I'm glad you were here. She's big on Stugo. She's big on that. And student government, we need it at all levels. And she's starting it here at Pinnacle. She's doing the job. Thank you to the Wolverines for making the drive over here. Safe driving home to all their fans and to their kids for coming out and participating. Congratulations to the Pinnacle Pioneers. That's win number 2 in this young 2023 season. The games, Addie, only get tougher from here. They don't get easier, I'll tell you. So the coaching staff of Pinnacle will not rest on their laurels on this one. They will go back. They will draw it up again. They will work hard, and they will prepare for the next battle, knowing that every game after this is more difficult. If I'm not mistaken, we have 3 or 4 ranked teams coming up here in the next several weeks. So congratulations, Pinnacle. Thanks for being with us tonight. Addie, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. Have a great night, guys.
This is the Pinnacle broadcast staff signing off. Thank you.
Thank you.
Over and out.
And we've got another lost Visa credit card up here, last name Roher.
Wow.
You're up at the press box.
Thank you so much. This was so much fun.
Thank you for being here.
This is going to sound really weird, but my dad wants me to get a picture with you.
Oh, I'm so glad that that it was cool out here today.
Yeah.
All right, great job, guys.
Thank you.
Both of these Visa credit cards were left at the merchandise box.